In a recent What I Eat in a Day video, I shared an Instant Pot egg custard that I had for breakfast, and I got a few requests to share how I did that, so I thought I would do that with you today. If you're new here, I am Lindsay, and here on my channel I do What I Eat in a Day videos, recipe videos. Sometimes I do food preps or other kind of kitchen, grocery haul related things. Those are pretty rare these days, but that is typically the content that I share here on my channel. If any of those things interest you, I would love for you to poke around the channel and see if I am a fit for your subscription feed. For those of you returning viewers, thank you so much for being here. I hope to make this a pretty short and to the point type of a video, so let's get moving. In that What I Eat in a Day video, I shared that I had taken Steak and Butter Gal's techniques for making a custard in the Instant Pot with eggs, and that I kind of just adjusted a couple little things. They are very minor things that I adjusted. The base recipe was just an equal volume of eggs to water, and then you cook it in the Instant Pot. So right here I have approximately 7/8 of a cup of eggs, whole eggs. So I'm gonna add about a 7/8 cup worth of filtered water to this mixture. Before I do that, I do like a little bit of sweetness in my egg custard. So I'm going to do about 6 drops or so of this monk fruit sweetener. I really like this one. And I do have this linked in my description box below. I also like to add just the tiniest little sprinkle of some salt. I use the Redmond real salt. I do have a link to this below in the description as well. I just find that that balances out the sweetness really nicely. Before I add my water, I am going to go ahead and scramble up these eggs. I just find it makes the process of mixing the water into the whole eggs a little bit faster and easier. And that's right at 7/8 of a cup. So I'm gonna go add 7/8 of a cup water to this mixture as well. Okay, my base is all mixed up. Let's go set up the Instant Pot. I'm going to be using the Instant Pot Mini, which is the 3-quart size. It's perfect for this single serve recipe. And then I also have a 4-cup glass bowl that I'm going to use the pot-in-pot method with my Instant Pot. This is just like a Pyrex storage dish, but it's also like heat resistant, so it is safe to put into my Instant Pot. I also need my trivet so that I keep this elevated off the bottom of the Instant Pot liner, but I'm gonna go add about a cup of water to the bottom of this. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and bring over my custard base. Now, you can get slings that will you can lower and raise your pot-in-pot vessel into the Instant Pot with. I tend to not do that. I tend to just do everything in here to make it simpler for myself. It's one less thing to have to keep track of. So I like that very much. Trivet is going in, and I like to set my bowl inside the Instant Pot first before I pour. I find that I make a lot fewer messes that way. And then I'm just going to add my base into that bowl. And finally, I reuse the same piece of foil until it disintegrates, because waste not, want not. I'm going to put this bit of foil on top of my bowl carefully, but securely. It's pretty fiddly trying to get this foil wrapped around the bowl well when it's already in the Instant Pot, but I do not spill the custard base when I already have it set like this, as opposed to when I try to lower the bowl that's already filled and covered. I found this method works way better for my clumsiness, so that's what I choose to do. And we're gonna go ahead and put the lid on the Instant Pot. We're gonna set our valve to sealing, and now I will plug her in. And I am going to pressure cook, but I have it set, it's automatically set to high. I'm going to take my keep warm off. I'm also going to change that pressure to low. And then the last time that I used this on low pressure, it had 8 minutes, which is exactly how many minutes I would like to use. And now it will start working for me. I made an error. Typically when I'm using my Instant Pot, I turn that keep warm function off because I don't use that very often. However, in this custard recipe, I do want my keep warm function on for about 4 minutes after my timer finishes so that that egg custard can really have a little bit more time to set without any additional heat. So I went through and selected for my keep warm button to be turned on. I was caught up in something else, so I wasn't paying attention to my timer here. This has been on keep warm for 10 minutes and all of the pressure has released naturally. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip my pressure valve just in case there's any extra pressure. There is not. And let's take out this. Oh, that looks amazing. I'm gonna grab some pot holders so I can get that out of the Instant Pot. Oh my goodness, it's so jiggly. So this is extremely hot still, but look at it. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe not, maybe my light's too bright. This needs to probably cool down for, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 minutes before I can handle it. So once that is done, I will come back to you. Okay, this is cooler to the touch. Oh, it's so delicious. I love this stuff so very much. All right, this is still pretty hot, so I've got it on a pot holder still, but oh, it's so luscious looking. Oh, and it's still steaming. This might be a little bit too warm to eat still, but I must taste it. I'm starved. Oh, it's so hot, but so good. So, so good. Very hot. One other thing that I like to do often is put a pat of butter or 2 on here, and that gives me a higher fat content since I do eat the low carb keto friendly way. So that is the egg custard. It's pretty simple, straightforward, not a lot of hands-on time for this one, just a little bit of patience. So I'm gonna go eat this and I hope to see you in my next video. It's so jiggly.